Hey everybody, Hugh here, the solar expert on your side. One of the biggest questions I get is, or hesitations for my customers, at least being in the Bay Area, is that they say, I live in the foggy area, I live in a very cloudy area, is the system going to work for me? Great question. So a lot of people are worried about living in a foggy area or maybe a shaded area. So just to make a clear delineation, first of all, we use very sophisticated algorithms and software to help us figure out how much production you're going to get based on your longitude and latitude. Now, if you live in a canyon or you have trees that are obstacles, or your roof is north facing, those are bigger factors in terms of limiting your production, your solar production, than clouds or fog. And the reason why we know this is because basically the important thing to know is that ultraviolet light is what helps solar panels produce electricity. So, I mean, a good analogy might be, have you ever been sunburned on a cloudy day? That is what the solar panels are picking up, and that's what's going to produce electricity on a very consistent basis. So when we look at someone's roof, we're looking at the longitude and latitude and whether or not, if we can avoid any north-facing roof spaces, then we can make a determination as to whether or not how much production you're going to get. So quite often, foggy areas don't even come into play. I mean, it's not like we have these tables that show us, oh, Daly City is heavily fogged or Pacifica's heavily fogged. We have to add more panels to compensate for that. So we don't have to do that. And so we have very many customers that are in those areas, very foggy areas, get plenty of production, many times exceeding our projections. And so that's basically in a nutshell, the explanation for fog and clouds. If you've ever noticed, some people notice that when it is cloudy or foggy, it's super bright because the light is being diffused. And so it's just as bright, it can be just as bright, or maybe not like direct sunlight, but that there's a lot of light bouncing around and a lot of UV light still getting through to your system and producing plenty of electricity. It can even be very cold. Some people mistakenly think that it has to be super hot. You have to understand solar panels are working in both, the north and the south poles. And so it doesn't have to be hot as long as there's light, more specifically ultraviolet light, so your system can actually produce. I hope that helps. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time.